Good day to all my respected guests, friends, and family members all around the world. My name is Sam. Welcome everyone to today's sharing of iTeraCare, a revolutionary device in the wellness industry. As well known, health is the most important issue for all of us. So I hope through this session of sharing today can lead everyone to know more about how iTeraCare is going to assist us to have better health. And the speaker for tonight is all the way from Malaysia. He has background of physical education, sports science, health, and also wellness. Please welcome iTeraCare Product Advisor, Mr. Soma Sundram.
Good evening, Mr. Sam, and thank you. Good evening, good day, and welcome to all our guests from all around the world. Welcome once again to our sharing of iTeraCare, especially to those who are new to iTeraCare and wish to know more about how it helps you. All right. Now, to begin. All right. Now, to begin, a few disclaimers. It is a little bit necessary at this point of time to have some disclaimers. The product is working superbly, but still, the information and instructions provided in the presentation are for general information purposes only. They are not intended to be substitutes for professional medical advice, diagnosis or treatment, alleviation or cure for any diseases to replace medical advice offered by professional physicians. Information is gathered and shared from reputable sources. However, the owner of the presentation is not responsible for errors or omissions in reporting or explanation. The owner of this presentation shall not be liable for any direct or indirect, consequential, special, exemplary, or other damages arising therefrom. And the owner of this presentation does not claim either directly or indirectly to the prevention, treatment, alleviation, cure, or diagnosis of any diseases whatsoever. The device is not claimed as a medical device or physiotherapy device or registered under the Medical Device Authority. The public and individuals are advised to scrutinize and make their own decision as to the use of the device for their own purposes, and the public and individuals are also advised not to make unsubstantiated medical claims in using the device, especially concerning diseases and health. And some company disclaimer, the iTeraCare devices are not medical devices. Do not claim they could cure any disease or illnesses such as cancer, diabetes, stroke, etc. Do not introduce iTeraCare devices as a product to augment a therapy or a drug. Members shall be responsible for their statements, testimonials, advertisements on any social media or other platforms after using the iTeraCare devices. All statements, testimonials shared by members via any social media or other platforms are solely the views of those members and do not represent the views of Thrive International. Thrive International shall not be liable or responsible for the actions, misrepresentations, or negligence of our members who are independent distributors. Thrive International reserves the right to suspend any member's account that violates the above pending our investigation. As you have seen, we have to be a little bit more careful in what we are doing. Otherwise, you're perfectly okay. All right. So with that, this is our logo, the iTeraCare logo. Make sure that when you buy the devices, you see this logo. We are seeing lots of fake products coming into the market. Many people are asking, can I buy this device which is online? It is much cheaper. What we tell them is the decision is entirely yours because the responsibility comes with it. All right. Just to help you think about it, with iTeraCare, you get a 1-year warranty. And if the product has some problems along the way, you can definitely send it back to where you bought it from. They'll either repair or get it replaced for you. And when you buy this device, the company gives you a business to go along with it at no extra cost, and the product works as it says. Right? So I hope that whatever you're buying online does the same. Right? So just look into it. Right. With that, I'm Soma. I'm from Malaysia. Now this is a look of some of the fake products. Nowadays, they are looking so identical. People say good things uh, tend to be copied. All right. Now, many people, I'm sure you have seen, even Gucci is being copied. Of course, they are not as good as the original. So, similarly, when some product is good and is really good, and people tend to copy them, but it may not be up to the mark. So just be careful. And now this is another product which is fake. If you see here, it doesn't have the serial numbers or it doesn't have the logo. So just be careful, don't be fooled. This is just to help our members so that they don't get misled, right? And let's look at what Hippocrates had to say 25 centuries ago. Now, he has said that if there's a way to heat the bones, then all diseases can be treated, right? And if you look at this device, it has got 3 levels of heat, and you can definitely heat your bones, right? So use them, use all the 3 levels where it is necessary to be used. And he has also said that the natural healing force within each one of us is the greatest force in getting well. And this device definitely is getting the natural healing forces within us going. And he has also said that the natural forces within us are the true healers of disease. All right. So basically, what this device does is to get those natural forces going. And that's where people are seeing lots of changes to the health, and a lot of recovery is happening. All right. And Donna Eden has mentioned that energy is your life force. It animates every single cell and muscle and fiber in your body. And energy medicine ministers to that life force. When your energies are flowing and in balance, you are healthy and you feel great, right? And she has also even written a book about how energy medicine can heal and revitalize your health. So that's how important energy medicine is. And Albert Georgi has mentioned that in every culture and in every medical tradition before ours, healing was accomplished by moving energy. And Muhammad Oz has mentioned that the energy medicine is the last great frontier in medicine. And how lucky we are to be in the midst of that frontier in medicine. And Albert Einstein has said that the future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. And this device is definitely using frequencies, right? So we are really lucky. And if you look at throughout the ages, all right, mankind, they have tried to use energy medicine in various ways. And they've given various names like the meridians, chakras, aura, and the rest, right? To name a few. Now, basically, if you look at them, now what's happening is there will be some people who are the experts where we have to go and see them. We have to get the expert advice and treatment, and we have to travel sometimes great distances. And what's happening presently is that energy medicine has been brought to the comfort of your homes, your hands, all right? And you're using it in the comfort of your homes for you and for the entire family. So how better can it get, all right? And once you buy it, you can use it continuously, all right? So isn't that beautiful? Now, there are two devices, the iTeraCare Pro and the iTera Classic. And there's one more coming in, the iTera Premium, which is definitely in between the both. Right? So in time to come, we'll be also talking about the iTera Premium. Now, when you look at the iTera Classic, it is mostly used by the individuals and families. It's one of the reasons is because it's much lighter, and many families having elderly or parents, grandparents, and they are definitely enjoying using it, and it's much lighter for them to hold and use them, right? So, and it also has an auto cutoff switch, which if you are using continuously for about 60 minutes or so, then it cuts off, and then once it's cooled down, you can definitely use it again. The color is only one color throughout the world, which is maroon red, and it has a 3-level switch. It starts with the medium, and then the low, and then the high. So make use of all 3 levels, because they will be useful for you throughout your body. Like for example, the low, you can definitely use it on your face and for your eyes, and use them, right? And it uses 800 watts power. Whereas the iTera Pro, it can be used by the individuals and families, but it's used a lot in centers, especially in Hong Kong and Taiwan. There are specific centers using iTeraCare Pro, and lots of people are coming to seek treatment. All right, and they are slightly bigger and heavier than the iTera Classic, but they can be used for longer hours, especially with if you're using it in centers with lots of customers coming in. It's definitely going to be useful. And the color is of silver, white, and black. It has a 2-level switch and one cold switch, and it uses 1,200 watts power. And the price is 10 times the price of the Classic. If you can afford a little bit more, then please, by all means, get this one, because it works twice as fast. Now, if you are already a member, if you log in into your back office and you scroll down to the bottom, and on the right, you will see icon, settings, for settings. And if you click on that icon, you will see 2 leaflets. One is for the iTera Classic and another for the iTera Pro. And lots of information is there. You can look them up. And of course, you can also send to your friends who want to know more, right? And these devices come with lots of certifications, and they're certified and patented by none other than the Chinese Academy of Sciences and Sinochem. All right, they are definitely one of in the forefront of terahertz technology, and this device is one of those which came out from them. And the manufacturers are Dishang, another reputable company which has been producing lots of reputable products. And the iTeraCare Classic and the Pro is a combination of the both of them. And if you look in the website, you'll find lots of certificates. Among others, you have certificates of conformity, you have test reports, and you will have compliance information statements. So do look them up on the website if you wish to see more certifications, right? Now, lots of people want to know what is the terahertz wave, right? Now, for many, it's something new because they've heard about the other waves. A terahertz wave is definitely new for lots of people. And even people who have heard what is terahertz wave still wonder, what does this wave have got to do with me? All right. So if you look in the on the electromagnetic spectrum, now you will see that it is right in between the microwave and the infrared waves. All right. Now previously there was a gap here because basically they didn't know how to harness the energy and what to do with this energy, because it was right in between electronics and photonics. All right. It was neither here nor there. So now, especially in the last 3 decades, people are finding more and more uses for it, and they're also knowing how to harness the energy, right? And very quickly, although it is still in its infancy, but very quickly, lots of these devices are coming out, right? Now, what makes this terahertz wave special? Right now, if you look at it again on the electromagnetic spectrum, you'll find that there are other waves, like the radio waves, which you are going to use for communication. And then you might have X-rays where you use for medical imaging. And then you might have UV rays, gamma rays, fiber optics, right? So they are used in different fields. But when it comes to the terahertz waves, what makes them special is they work at the molecular level. They help with the molecular vibrations and rotations, right? And if you look a little bit further, you will find that they're also helping with the intermolecular vibration and intramolecular vibrations. And our body, our cells definitely need that rotational and vibrational forces, right? And even as we are sitting here, I'm talking here and you are watching there, the cells in the body are vibrating and rotating. And the moment they stop doing that, then we are gone, right? Now, the problem is how much is it rotating and vibrating? That is the question here, all right? So now once again, the terahertz waves are helping a lot with health because they are of this factor compared to the other waves. Right. Now, the initial uses of these terahertz waves was in the airports where they were used for scanning. And then they went on to spectroscopy, imaging, and also with the dental industry. All right. Now, if you look at this, the tooth here is beautiful to look at from the outside. But when you use a terahertz image, you can find that there is a cavity inside, and there's definitely helping lots of dentists around the globe. And so this is how one by one people are beginning to make use of this yeah, technology. And now lots and lots are being found as to how they're helping with health, right? So now let's look at the terahertz energy to exactly what it is. Now, the vibration frequency of the terahertz energy is 10 to the power of 12, 1 tera, on the electromagnetic spectrum. In accordance, it is in accordance and compatible with the frequencies found in our body. What it means is our bodies, especially our cells, they need that energy to function, and this frequency is compatible with that energy which our body needs, right? It is harmless but powerful. It's also called the rays of light and waves of light. People have actually used it before in other ways, but they didn't know that it was terahertz waves, so they were calling it rays of light and waves of light, right? It is between microwave and infrared waves of the electromagnetic spectrum. The frequency range is from 100 gigahertz to 10 terahertz and has the wavelengths which range from 3 millimeters to 30 micrometers. And they're also known as far infrared waves or sub-millimeter waves before. But presently, they have a specific name, terahertz waves. They also penetrate clothing, paper, cardboard, plastics, and the like. And so it makes this using this very exciting. And the terahertz waves are strongly absorbed by water molecules and organic matter, which limits their penetration into tissues, right? So people also ask, is terahertz radiation safe, right? And, they tell you that, we've heard that UV rays, X-rays, they are dangerous. What about terahertz rays, right? So terahertz radiation is considered safe because it is non-ionizing. Non-ionizing means they do not steal electrons from the atoms and molecules of the tissues in your body. All right. And they also considered safe for humans at low frequencies. If you look at lots of studies done at low frequencies, Practically all are showing positive results. And if you have seen some studies where they are quite detrimental, look further, you will find that they are using higher frequencies, and it is what it research as to how and why this is happening, right? So if you look at the low frequencies, they're definitely safe for humans, right? Now, this terahertz energy is all around us. It's abundant in the universe. It has been there from day one, from the day the earth was formed, right? The problem is it is not strong. As you had seen earlier, water is easily absorbed by water and moisture in the air. So it doesn't get to travel very far. And when you come to the bodies, the human bodies, when you look at the skin, basically the skin has got three layers. The third layer has lots of water and is easily absorbed at this layer. So the weak terahertz waves get as far as the hypodermis and they're stopped there. All right. If you look again, it comes as far as the third layer, and because of the amount of water there, it's easily absorbed. All right. So you don't get to feel the actual effect of the terahertz. Now, if you look at the total thickness of the skin, it's about 3.1 to 6.3 millimeters. Now, the penetration of the normal terahertz wave is about 0.1 to 0.3 millimeters. That doesn't go very far, does it? All right? So it's stopped way before it gets past your skin, and you do not feel much. But when you start using the iTeraCare device, whether it's the classic, the premium, or the pro, what it does is it takes these rays way below into your skin. It penetrates 20 to 30 centimeters deep. And this is why you feel the effects of using the devices, right? So that is why it's causing revolution, it's causing lots of change, and lots of people are finding out. And now it's no more you telling people, but people are calling to find out where can I get this, right? Now, why iTeraCare? That means basically, how does it help you? What exactly happens that the iTeraCare can play an important part in your health recovery? Now, first of all, let's look at the clusters, water clusters. Now, practically all the water which we have been drinking, even me myself, which I didn't know before, is that the water is in cluster form. Now, when we were younger, we didn't realize that because we had these enzymes which were actually breaking them down. But as we crossed the age of around 35, 40, 45, we start getting less and less enzymes which actually can break the clusters. So then now what happens is the water molecules, H2O, they tend to get together, binding together as clusters. And when the clusters are big, then they don't get to enter into the cells. Only the smaller clusters are actually going into the cells. And by research, only about 30 to 50% of the water which we are drinking is actually entering your cells. So what's happening is, in spite of us drinking quite a lot, not much is getting into the cells, and we are not realizing that, right? And secondly, the water which is actually reaching us presently, whether it's through your filter, through your tap water, or you're buying this mineral water off the shelves, right? Basically, you can test them. They do not have the energy. So now what your cells need is water which is easily accessible into the cell, and it must have energy, right? So when they do not have this, what happens is they become inert and dormant, right? They are trying to do something, but they are unable to do something because they do not have the prerequisites or whatever they need to do the work. All right. So now when you start using the iTeraCare devices, what they do is they break these clusters up, make them linear, and they give them the energy. right? The terahertz energy, which is compatible to what the body needs. So now, when the water gets in, more than 90% is entering into your cells, and they bring with them the energy the cells need. And immediately the cells start being activated, and all the inert and dormant cells become activated, and they start doing what they're supposed to do. And then you have all the cells dancing together and bringing about recovery for yourself, right? Now, they're also non-ionizing. They do not steal the electrons from the atoms and molecules of the tissues of your body. They are non-invasive. You definitely do not need to do any surgery to use this device. There's no contact whatsoever. So please do not touch the device on your body. And it's localized in the sense that you're using it in areas where you need that. If you have a big problem with your headache, then use them on your head. If you have a problem on your knees, by all means use them on your knees. All right. Now, what can be better? All right. You do not have to take supplementation for different parts of the body. Okay. So you're using the same device for different parts of the body. Why? Because it works on your molecules, and wherever you have the molecules, it should work. All right. It's specialized in a sense that you are using it to blow. All right. You're blowing on yourself, the areas where you need help, and also on the water which you drink. All right. And that's how people are using them. And a word of caution, just check on your present health condition, especially if you have a lung condition. Because when the lung starts recovering, it tends to release a certain amount of fluid. And if you do it too fast and too soon, then too much might be released and you might feel a little bit of suffocation. Right? We definitely do not want that to happen. So start slowly and gradually build up, and you should be fine. Right? Now, if you take a drop of blood and you look under the microscope, this is basically what you're going to see. This is what I saw when I first started, right? Now, basically, your cells tend to bunch together. They are not properly hydrated, and they do not have the energy. And the cells are waiting and waiting and waiting for something to happen so that they can do their job again. Unfortunately, all this while, we didn't know that there was something which can help us. And what happens is when you start using this device and you start drinking the water charged with the device, you find that lots of water are going to get into the cells, they're going to be energized, they're going to be separated, and they're going to go about doing what they do best, bringing recovery to wherever you need them, right? And besides, these are the areas where they are helpful. They're helpful in reducing pain, including headaches, joint pains, and also as an alternative treatment for a variety of diseases, right? They're helping in various diseases, right? So lots of people are giving lots of testimonies as to how this device is helping them. It's also helping to reduce the toxic side effects of chemotherapy and radiotherapy in cancer patients. All right. Well, normally when you go for chemo, you come back. Most people are very tired, and they tend to lie down. People are finding that when they take this, use this device and drink the water, they're very comfortable. They come back not so tired, right? And it's also helping in the modulation of the immune system. You definitely need your immune system to be boosted, especially in the present when you are in the midst of an endemic on us, and in the stimulation of the nervous system. Lots of people have problems with their legs, their feet, they're suffering in pain, and they're looking for something to help them. It's definitely helping them. Right? It's also bringing, it's improving blood circulation. It's bringing down the viscosity of the blood. Right? So normally what we do is we take thinning pills, but what's happening is drinking the water is definitely helping to do that as well. It's also helping to improve the lymphatic system performance. If you know where to blow, which we shall see later, then it is definitely helping people to clear lots of toxins and waste from their bodies, which otherwise they would have found difficult to remove. All right, and they are seeing changes to their skin, changes to their health. It's also helping to clear the meridian and chakra points. And there are some signs which you might see during treatment. You might feel pain, some burning or tingling sensation, which you may feel on the affected or problem areas. And in traditional Chinese medicine, they say that if you have pain in certain areas, probably that area has got a problem. And likewise, if you don't feel anything, then that area is probably okay. All right. So when you use this device, you're definitely going to find out. And people are also using it to clear their blockages. Your body has a body field, energy running through it. And Chinese call it qi. All right. So now if they are blocked, then they are possibly the points where the problem starts as illness. All right. So you can use this device to clear those blockages and let the energy uh, move around smoothly in and out. All right. And this device is also very user friendly. It's very easy to operate. Right. You do not need any professional skill or knowledge needed. Within the first 5 minutes, you should be blowing like a pro. Just blow on the affected areas, right? Just blow. Just get a little bit of guidance from the person who had recommended this device. They're definitely there to help you. And if necessary, to be more specific, uh, you just follow some simple guidelines and you should be doing well, right? And some pointers so that you can handle them with care. Please do not drop it. Please do not shake it. Don't allow water to enter, especially when you're charging water. Allow the device to cool before storing it. Keep the air vents clear and dust free, and don't stretch the cords. And I may add one more: if you have children running around in the house, be extra careful. All right. So if you handle it with care, the device is definitely going to take care of you very well. All right. And some further guidelines. The speed at which results can be seen depends on the body and health condition of each person. And if you're more chronic, then it might take a little bit longer. Just be patient, bear with it, and you will see the results. And the frequency of use. Now, people are also worried. Will I get an overdose from using it too often? How much can I use? Is it okay if I continue using? All right, these are the questions normally they ask. Now, when you come to terahertz energy, the more you use them, the better you find things happening for you. All right. So if you are going to blow once a day, that should be fine. But if you want to blow more than that, twice, thrice, just let about 4 hours in between each time you're blowing it, right? And you use the wand. All right. Now, this device also encourages natural healing. Now, what's happening is this device doesn't heal you. The terahertz wave doesn't heal you. What they do is they create conditions in your body where now the body taps into and it heals naturally. All right. So this is the beauty of this device. Okay. It lets the body take over and do the job. What more can you ask? What better can you ask? Right. Now I get my body working for me. Okay. Now in natural healing, you can expect something called healing crisis. Right. Now, what is a healing crisis? It is a temporary worsening of symptoms after beginning a treatment, right? Especially in alternative medicine, you see this a lot. And you may also see it called an aggravation, a detox reaction, or a cleansing reaction. And in a healing crisis, symptoms briefly worsen before beginning to improve. So you need to tell people, especially those who have got chronic problems, that these things can happen. Because otherwise, the moment they see that something is getting worse, they fear that it is worsening their condition, and you find that the device is put aside because they do not understand what is going on. You need to tell them that it is clearing the body, give them time. Once cleared, things come back to normal, better than before, right? So you definitely need to tell them, and you need to understand too, because still there are people who get worried when symptoms become a little bit worse. And it also is helping with various inflammation, all kinds of inflammation, various pains, various blockages, is helping to improve and give you healthy skin, is helping with beauty. And lots of people are now looking way younger than what they were. I know a few of them who are definitely looking 10 years younger than they were. I have a friend. She's 56 years old. She's looking 30s. And what she told me was, when I stand among my peers, among my classmates, practically all of them run away because they cannot bear to see me so different from them. All right. So this is what's happening. And I did ask her, how did you manage to come to this? So what she said was, I use at least once a day on my face, and sometimes, and or shall I say, mostly twice, right? Once in the morning, once at night, twice a day. And you can see normally it's about 38, 40 days, and you're definitely going to see a change on your face. And definitely you're going to be looking different, right? I mean, see Suzanne from Africa, right? She's a beautiful lady, but now you can see that she's even more beautiful, right? You can see her face as if she's using moisturizer, glowing, and so nice to look at, right? And another aspect of this device is that compared to other methods, it has got deep penetration. It goes way in, 20 to 30 centimeters, and is affecting a lot of changes uh, along where it is going through. Okay, so you're definitely going to see those things when you use them, and what more can you ask, right? So it's such a beautiful machine. It's even affecting things way inside. Right. Now people are also asking how to blow. So how do I actually blow? What do I do? Where do I start? So where do I begin? Right. So now if you have a normal health and your intention is just to maintain your health, this could be a one way as to how you could blow. Basically, you're looking at the chakra points, you're looking at the lymph nodes, and you're looking at the meridian points, right? A combination of the three. Now, if you're looking at diseases, you have a condition and you would like to sort of focus on those areas, then you might want to look at this chart and the points where you might want to blow, right? Otherwise, just do a general blowing throughout and it should affect lots of organs in your body. Now, you can also use the reflexology points on the soles of your feet and also palms of your hand. Okay. Now, why would you want to blow on the soles and the palms? Now, what's happening is you're also blowing on the chakra points as well at the same time. And why do you need to blow them? What lots of people do not realize is that you need to let the energy flow in and out freely, smoothly. If they flow in and out, then definitely your health is also going to improve, right? As I said, the Chinese call it the chi flow, right? So when there's a blockage somewhere along the way, and those are the points where illnesses begin. Okay, so get those palms soles and the crown, right? Blow on them to release those energy which may be trapped. You can also focus on the human anatomy. If you have a problem with your kidneys, and look for where the kidneys are, blow on them, and it will still work, right? And this is a friend which I met along the way. So basically, he came a little earlier for our talk, and what he told me was on his tummy towards the left. Okay, he had a bulge, was a bit hard, and it was painful for him. And he has been having that for almost 8 years. And he has tried various treatments, but the thing is still there, has not gone. So then we wanted to know what we can do with that. So of course, iTeraCare comes to our rescue. We use that for about 20 to 25 minutes. Let him blow himself. At the end of it, he touched at that very same place where he had that pain, and he said, it's no more there, right? And the pain is no more there. Okay, what more can I say? And the same person also had shoulder problem here, sort of like a frozen shoulder, which he can only lift until this level. Beyond that, it was painful. And he was having that for 1.5 years, right? So those people who know him can definitely ask him, right? So what happened was, after blowing, he could lift higher and the pain was reduced tremendously. There was still a little bit of pain, but it was only the first blowing once, right? So I'm sure he has used it again, and now it's much better, right? So the important thing here is you need to try. You have a problem, trust, try, and you will know what's happening to it, right? Doesn't matter where, use it, right? Now, this is a friend of mine, Mr. Azizi, where he doesn't look at the charts, he doesn't look at what and why, he just takes the blower and blows. Now, this is for his hand. I just pick it up. And for his leg, sorry, and for his eyes. Now, if you realize, it's much quieter because he's using the low speed, the lowest of the three. What basically happened to him was he was a person who couldn't drive at night, right? The lights were glaring and he had a problem driving. But now he's driving again at night. And he used to walk slow, small steps around his housing estate for exercise. But now the neighbors are wondering and telling him, how come you're walking much faster now with bigger steps, right? And his voice is definitely stronger, more energetic. His arms, they were having problems. They were like the feel was not there, but now that feel has come back, right? And all he did was just keep blowing in those areas where he had a problem, right? And it still works. And people also ask, can I blow with my clothes on? Yes, definitely.
Now okay agak
But better lah, better.
better ah.
Right? And you can see that people are using it various places all over the world, right? This has become the first form of treatment and combined with their own treatment, all right? And it's helping those people recover faster, right? And you can also see in various centers, they're also using this device to help lots of people.
德善的家人们，大家现在好。现在由我来跟大家讲解一下仪器的具体操作流程。来，掌握在整体预热3到5分钟，再从我们的脊柱开始从上到下，向两旁以直线形式从上，同样的速度，同样的高度。有问题的地方，我们可以穿透以后的热量到身体，然后我们的四肢、腿部从到脚底，再到脚趾外侧。
Unfortunately, I do not understand Chinese. Otherwise, I would have translated that for you. Hopefully, in future, I will do that for you. All right. All right. Now, people are also asking about the benefits of drinking iTeraCare charged water. How does that help me? Now, if you look, I did mention that they break the water clusters, they give you energy, and you're drinking water where the clusters are broken and it's energized. And when they enter into your body, they start working within your body. They go to areas which are inert and dormant and start activating them. And it works on the entire body. It kickstarts your system to help bring you back to good health, right? Helps in your recovery. And it complements the iTeraCare blower very much. Now it's working inside. The iTeraCare blower is being used from the outside on areas which need speedy recovery. All right. And when you are healthy, people notice and definitely are going to be excited to share with others with the loved ones. Right. And what's happening is, and people find that it's also helping them, everybody wants one. Now, lots of people are calling in and asking, where can I buy this device? Where can I buy this device? I've heard from my friend. I've heard from my sister. I've heard from my relative. And how does it work? You see, people are now coming to know. More and more people are coming to know. And when you help them with their health, what's happening is you have a source of income, right? When you help people with health, it's also helping you with your wealth, right? Now, with Prive International, which is a company behind this, when you buy this device, you're buying yourself health, right? Basically, everybody is buying it because they want good health. And when you buy this, the company gives you a business with no extra cost. And the company gives you a global business. How can you get a global business for the price of one device, right? But this company gives you that business. You are immediately linked, connected with anyone, anywhere in the world. And they give you a good product which works and does what it says. They give you a good plan, right? Now, lots of places we see where you put in a lot of work, but you do not earn much. Now, what happens here is you earn lots by helping people, right? The point here is you help people and you earn at the same time. The company gives you good support, gives you a good plan, connects with you everyone, and lots of people are getting good income, right? And when it comes to health, you can't enjoy wealth if you're not in good health, right? You might have everything you need. You have put in effort, you have put in the hours, you work for it, you have everything you need. And suddenly you find that you do not have the health to go with it. You cannot enjoy all your wealth, right? You need that health. So also spend some time looking at your health, work on your health. And every human being is the author of his own health and disease, right? So health or disease, right? So it's your decision entirely as to what you want. And he who has health has hope. and he who has hope has everything. And if you want to take care of others, then start taking care of yourself first. Charity begins at home. You be the first one to get the health, and then you will be better. You'll be better able to help others who need your help. And take care of your body. It is the only place you have to live. All right. So lots of people are actually looking outside when they should be also looking inside. You should be making sure that you are you're having very good health. Okay. And what is a measure of your success? What exactly are you looking for? Are you looking for big cars, big houses, lots of wealth? Is that your ultimate aim? But you need your health to go with it, right? Your success in life begins with your health. When you're healthy, you get to enjoy it longer than most people, right? I know lots of people who have everything, but they do not last long because of their health, right? The true success in life is your good health. And it's not too late to begin. Huh? Many people might say, no, it's already too late. No, never. It's not too late to begin. Your health starts with you. Begin now, right? And with iTeraCare, the greatest wealth is health. When you get your health, everything comes into play. All right? With that, I thank you. Again, I'm Soma from Malaysia. Thank you, Mr. Sam.
Thank you very much to Mr. Soma Sundram for sharing with us the wonders of iTeraCare and also the benefits of Terrace Wave. And so for our friends who are the very first time together with us, I strongly encourage that at least you must have a chance to use and experience the product by yourself to experience the benefit of iTeraCare device. And if you need further information about the device and also iTeraCare, and please contact the person who invited you to this sharing tonight or today. And so also do not forget to log in or visit our iTeraCare channel in YouTube to get more information about the product. Well, that's all for the sharing for today. So it's meanwhile, I hope that we can see each other next time in the air. So stay safe, stay healthy until we meet in the time in the next week, the same time, same fitting room. So I wish you all the best. Take care. See you next time and bye-bye.